Marta, into your first Roland Garros quarterfinals, but also on a 16-match win streak on clay. Just talk us through both of those achievements and just how you're feeling today.
Yeah, feels great, and very happy with the streak, very happy with the quarterfinal, and gonna celebrate a little bit today and keep my head in the tournament.
A tough result today. Just give us some of your reflections on the match, please.
Yeah, for sure it wasn't a good day in the office. Many things, I could manage a bit better, but it was super tough today for me to keep the level that I wanted to. And obviously at this stage, any opponent like in the fourth round already played a couple matches will use the opportunity. So congrats to Marta.
Hi Marta, congrats. A few years ago, it would have been unthinkable to spend so much time on Iga's forehand. I'm just curious if you guys feel like you've not figured it out, but found some patterns that kind of neutralize it, or if because you've played her before, or has this shot changed from her?
Well, I think the matches that we played before were like very different in terms of, her dominance on the court, and I felt like I had more time. Today for sure. I still think she has a really good forehand. It's very heavy and very difficult to play. But I don't know. It's a good question. I think I played very good tactically today, and that's what matters the most.
I got a tough one today. You've achieved so much in your career. You've won so many matches on that court. Can you just share why you feel you got so tense today? What's behind it? Have you an idea of why, like your forehand, for example, why it took you completely out of that game today?
Well, this is, we're not on therapy session, so I'm gonna keep it simple, but obviously there could be many reasons, but I'd rather work on it on my own. It is harder a bit to handle stress for me in last year, especially I feel like the peak was in US this year, so I feel like today I felt off, and I did mistakes that I didn't want to do, and I wanted to play safe, but the ball flew everywhere, and suddenly these feelings came back, and I tried to work on it with my dialogue inside, but it was tough today. So it all kind of went drastically down, and I played worse and worse.
I was just curious if your serve was part of that kind of tension, because I think from 4-3, you didn't hold serve for the rest of the match. So yeah, just curious how you felt with that shot, and also obviously given the technique change, do you have to, I guess, kind of accept that, things might be complicated with that shot until you reach a point where you're comfortable?
I still don't put the elbow how I exactly want to. So for sure, technically, when we have more time to practice, I want to repeat 100 times, to get it better. But for sure, I think the serve is the most complicated shot. So if something will fall apart a bit under pressure, I feel like it's serve and then movement and then just mishitting everything. So yeah, I guess that happened today. And yeah.
Hi Marta, congratulations. So you were really strong on the return in terms of breaking her serve. I think when you were broken, the immediate next game, you kind of broke it back. I'm just, yes, in those 3 games specifically, kind of what was going through your head, and then just generally, why do you think you were effective on her serve?
Well, I think I was putting a lot of pressure on her second serve, especially. She wasn't hurting me much with the first serve today, and I was just, returning everything. And it's not easy to play against someone who returns all of your serves and puts a lot of pressure on you on the second serve. And I don't think I was serving the right way some of the games, but then I found a way in the end of the first set and in the second set. So yeah, this was the key. But I don't know, I think I have good return, and I don't mind stepping in on the kick serves, and which is a problem for a lot of girls and for guys as well. I mean, for guys it's a different story entirely. So I think, with as the match was progressing, she was feeling it more and more. So her serve was becoming, either more desperate in the sense that she would make like serve harder or make more double faults, or actually serve slower. So I had more time to step in.
Hi. Nobody likes to lose, especially when you're a champion, you won a tournament 4 times and so on. But everyone reacts differently. I would like to know if now you accept the defeats in a different way from where you were accepting them maybe years ago, or something has changed. I mean, you care more, you care less, same?
No, I feel like I care even more maybe because, but no, I always cared. Sometimes you have losses that it's hard to let go because you just know it wasn't your day, or that your opponent was better. I guess it depends on the reason why you lose, But today I feel like. It wasn't nice after the match, obviously, because I know that I can perform better, but today I couldn't. I did everything to handle it, but it was tough, and nothing I can do now except to learn from it and try, to work and try to do better next time.
Hi, Marta. Congratulations. I know ahead of the Iga match after your last win, you were talking about how you felt you were definitely a heavy underdog with Iga. You had a good chance and you backed yourself, but very much in the underdog role. How important was that for you today mentally? And do you fear it's going to get harder now, given how well you're playing, given who you're beating, to maintain that position as underdog?
Well, I'm not planning to maintain that position, but I feel like in the match that we had, I think it was a great matchup, but at the end of the day, I still think I was an underdog in this match, and things change in tennis, but I'm much more consistent. I'm the most consistent I've ever been in my career, and a long way to go to be top 10, top 5 player, but I don't know. I mean, I'm still further than these girls in the rankings. So technically, I'm still an underdog. So we will see. Maybe a lot of things will change after this tournament or not. And I'm not going to be considered underdog anymore, but I don't mind to be in both positions. I take it as it is.
Congratulations, Marta. You said on court that you were really happy to just have this opportunity to play on Chatrier today, and you were kind of enjoying how beautiful that was. I wonder if during this streak, while obviously your heart is super heavy with everything going on at home, it almost lends you a perspective of appreciating your tennis more, and how kind of you maybe hold those two things.
Yeah, for sure. It's a different perspective because, for example, before my first round match, I told Sandra, I said, I don't even know what am I doing here. Like this is not important at all. So it was difficult for me. I didn't know how the match is going to go because I didn't know if I'll be able to just keep the focus on important things, which was winning the match and playing tennis. And sometimes it gives you different perspective, whether it's that is not important at all that I'm here, or something else that it's great that I'm here, I have this opportunity, and I'm really thankful for that. So it depends on the day what you think, but for sure it gave me more space and understanding that there are much bigger things in life than tennis, and I try to keep that in mind always.
There you go. This week ahead now it's obviously been very rare you've had this week not here. Will you see it as a bonus week of rest or a bonus week of getting on the grass early?
There's no bonus from being out of the tournament.
But I mean, will the focus on this week that maybe you didn't think you'd have, will that be more, do you think, about rest and recuperation, or trying to get ahead and get more grass practice in?
No, for sure, rest and then practice. But I'm not planning now. I don't think even the team is planning yet. So we'll see. Also, I have some obligations that I always do after the Roland Garros, and and then probably I'll go somewhere rather other than Poland to practice on grass, because it's hard to practice on grass in Poland.
Marta, you've spoken about how your mom's been a big figure in your tennis journey, and in 2023 you changed. At the end of the year, you hired Sandra as your coach. What kind of a conversation did you have with your mother, and was that easy at that point? And if you can talk about a little about that.
That's a very good question. So I officially stopped working with my mom at the end of 2022, and I remember I had the practice and. Yeah, I just felt that this is it. It's just bad for both of us. It was very difficult. It's something that you have to step away from. It's your closest person. You basically, most of your identity is built on that person's perception of you and of your tennis. So at that time, it was very, very difficult. And you kind of step into unknown because you step away from something that you've been doing with this person for 15 years. And there were difficult times for me just on court as well, because I kind of always thought, oh, what my mom is going to think, how I played this shot, and it's not how she would want me to play and stuff like this. And then I think it was a gradual separation, especially in my head. It didn't happen overnight or whatever. It's the things that that a lot of things were lingering with me, I would say, up until 2024, I would say. Yeah, so it took a lot of time and just a lot of work as well. It didn't go away by itself. Also took me a lot of time to kind of take all this time that I had with her and appreciate it and be thankful for it and just, have really good memories about it. And that's also not an easy thing to do. Right now we are great. We are great for a long time already, and we're actually so good that I came back to Ukraine and practiced with my mom for a few days. It was not easy. I can tell you, it was not like something new. I felt like I had like flashbacks, from my old life, I have the best memories for sure from that time.
Iga, you're heading back to grass next, and last year you had your best grass season of your career by far, starting in Bad Homburg. And I'm just wondering, as you look ahead to this surface now, do you feel like you still have lessons or things that you unlocked last year that you're going to be ready to use again once you step back on that surface?
I don't know. I haven't thought about grass at all. Hard to say. It was a great year last year, but also my previous results were not like. Were not good, I mean, they were good, but depending, how you look at it. So I'm gonna probably take it easy and, try to be patient and be humble. Like, I don't know how it's gonna be. I'm not a wizard.
Hi, Marta. Elena is up 4-0 in the third set, so maybe you could give us a little outlook. If you play her in the quarterfinals, what is your relationship right now? What's the outlook on?
Well, I think we have really good relationship. She's a legend of Ukrainian tennis, and it was such an honor to share the court with her on Tuesday if she wins. They still didn't finish, and she's paved the way for a lot of Ukrainian girls and boys, and she's doing great. And especially this year, she's doing unbelievable. So excited for this match. I've played with her 2 years ago, and I know a little bit what to expect, of course. So it's gonna be a good match, I think.